Another day of paradise with a high of 72 and a low of 72. Welcome to PV, short for Pleasantville. I mean, Playa Vista.
Last year, I got to live in a utopia. From the outside, it was the dream, an escape from the grit of LA while still basking in the Southern California glow. But over time, I started to notice things, patterns that made me question where I was.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Truman.
The same faces and routines where day after day, I had to quietly think to myself, do I live on a television show?
Hey, Mrs. Truman. Have a nice day, Mr. and Mrs. Truman.
Situated between Marina Del Rey and the Westchester Bluffs, just a few miles north of LAX, residents began moving into this neighborhood in 2002 after years of development red tape and lawsuits because public opposition was like, no, we don't want commercial development built on the wetlands. So an agreement was made with a major dedication to preserving nature. And we said, hey, Playa Vista, purposely planned to be self-contained and walkable. Over time, condos, apartment buildings, parks, offices, dog parks, and a central shopping district called the Runway were built. So let's do a little tour.
So this is the pathway to the runway, or I should really say the pathway to heaven, with beautifully fresh cut grass, plant life surrounded by hand-picked rocks of the same size, new magnificent palm trees, trash cans that look like they were bought from Amazon instead of the city, water fountains for when you get thirsty on your long walk to the runway. And when you're all hydrated, don't be shy to sit in the lawn chairs and bake in the beautiful sun. Or you can relax in one of these bungalows. And a great place for spying on the neighbors, or no, I should say people watching, because I totally did not just hear a girl asking her friend, how are your new meds doing? Because here in Playa Vista, I promise we're all happy. Guys, you know I'm only joking. I can't hate on a nice place. I can't hate on a place that actually has green grass in LA because we don't get rainwater here. I mean, what's better than a lawn? Oh look, the lawn. The lawn has seating with some cool looking awnings. Oh, it's a playground. And the floor is lava. I mean, one might say, Playa Vista is just a ton of fun. The lawn has rules, 15 of them. And right across from the lawn is the runway. Or you might as well call it the deck, because you know that smell you get in the summer of wood and chlorine? That's how it smells here.
And it's decked out with interesting seating choices. Valet your car, sit on the cubes while your kids play out in the open. Go to the Beauty Beach Lounge after dropping your kid off at dance. Get a healthy treat for your pup, or maybe a puppuccino. Shop at Whole Foods, stroll around after yoga lattes with your Starbucks. Shop at the free market boutiques, sit by the fireplace, and relax.
But you don't just have to shop at the runway, you can live here. And behind these hedges is the resort, a two-story state-of-the-art recreation center only available to homeowners and renters of Playa Vista. Since I can't get a glimpse beyond the hedges, I'll just read it. The resort features a fitness center with indoor, outdoor spaces and a cool pool deck with an outdoor fireplace, cabanas, a junior Olympic pool, an adult pool and a spa, and a kids pool and a spa, plus a catering kitchen and chef-inspired demonstration. You know, I'm done.
But you know what is also resort-like? The architecture of PV, which is so homogeneous.
You know when you're playing The Sims and you're just like picking out furniture to place and you just plop some identical looking furniture all over? That's what this feels like. Oh, hey, Mrs. Truman.
And to complement the architecture, there's public directories for condos like it's a mall, outdoor community seating, tow-away signs framed with freshly cut hedges, plastic-looking plants from Wonderland, cluster mailboxes, and common areas around town that all have a name, including the lounge, where you can sit by the fire and have a barbecue, or a kid's birthday party.
So this may not be the lawn, but it's another lawn, and it's even bigger. I mean, look at this place. Who was that YouTuber who said that LA has no good city parks? Could not have been me. Could not have been me. Okay, it was me. LA does need more green spaces, so this is good. And actually, let's go over to Central Park, Playa Vista.
And as we make our way over, you might be asking, why did I choose to live here? Easy. It was about to be the first time I'd live alone with no roommates. A dream when you're about to turn 30, am I right? But I couldn't find a decently priced one bedroom with the amenities I wanted for under $3K around West LA. And then I got an ad for a luxury building that looked like an office building where Mr. Milchick offered me the opportunity, a place where your innie can escape all of the hardships of LA by living in a self-contained utopia, a resort-style pool, a hot tub, a community lounge, and 24-hour security, while your outie takes on the grime of LA for work, social gatherings, and YouTubing. Sure, the apartment was characterless and sterile, but it seemed too good to be true. $2,800 for all of that back in New York City? That would easily be $6,000 a month. And so, I got severed and moved to Pleasantville, Playa Vista.
Oh, hey, Mrs. Cobell.
And in the corporate world, Playa Vista is referred to as Silicon Beach, a place where all the major tech and media companies gather, a place to make the man the money, paired with an outdoor campus, a simulated version of Central Park. This is Central Park. Okay, you got me, wrong city.
This is Central Park, with water in the pond so blue, it looks very fake. But there's fish here, and those are real, I think.
There's ducks.
A place to sit with the ducks. No dogs here because they may attack the paid actors known as the ducks. You don't have to go to the beach for beach volleyball. It's man-made right here. Beautiful, luscious green grass because LA has so much rain and water. But hey, it may not be the Central Park, but it's a Central Park, and every city needs to have a park that's central.
You know what, guys, this is all in good fun, so let's chat through what I really did like about living in PV. Because honestly, living here was nice. For LA standards, it's surprisingly walkable. I could walk to Whole Foods, the movie theater, CVS. That alone is a dream in this city. I mean, so walkable in LA that I started to even find peculiar foreign objects on the ground. But I loved walking around the neighborhood. Especially walking where it feels extremely safe. Not once did I have to turn my head while walking alone at night. Everything was just clean, curated, and so peaceful. But that's also exactly the issue. PV is so self-contained that it feels so isolated from the rest of LA. The more I lived here, the more I felt like I was stuck in this simulation, where I would wake up, walk to the runway, and see all my fellow NPCs strolling around town. But coming from Culver City, and prior to that, New York City, I'm used to a little grit, a little unpredictability. Playa Vista, at least at my very young, ripe age, just felt a little too perfect for me. But that's the thing too, is that everyone has their own vision for what they see as community, and PV is strong with that, with farmers markets, saying hi to your neighbors on the street, a leader in LA sustainable efforts, security guards everywhere. Call it the West Coast Stars Hollow, but ultimately what it personally lacked for me is character. And so when my lease was ending, I decided it was time for a severance reintegration back into Los Angeles. And when I went for a walk around my new LA neighborhood, I couldn't help but smile a bit as I walked past trash on the ground, boxes, computer monitors, palm tree brush, uncoordinated bushes, Christmas trees on the curb in March, dog shit, and wild animals.
It's good to be home.
But every now and then, I'll find myself back in PV, where the air smells pleasant and the sun seems to shine a bit brighter. Thanks for watching. If you had fun watching it, hit that like and subscribe button. It's free, and you're the best. Truman Show, out.